Hello, in this video, I'll explain how to set up and manage authorization. For this, I'm going to the resources page and will very quickly create a page from a data source. To do this, I'll use the customer table from the SQLite database I created earlier, and I'll just generate a listing screen. So I selected Generate Browse Page, and now the screen is ready to use. As you can see, the screen named Customer has been created and added here. I'm clicking on it. As you can see, there are Delete, Get Info, and Clear actions here. Let's click on them. For example, as you can see, I can delete, retrieve information, or delete again. Now I want to link the delete action here to authorization. Not everyone should be able to delete customers. I'm going to link this to authorization. In Zeroplat, permissions are usually managed through actions anyway. For this, I click the Design button from the menu on the right and open the Designer screen. I select the transaction page screen and, as you can see on the right, I go to the Actions and Permissions feature. I click on the Delete action. As you can see, the Delete action has a type option here. From the Type option, I select the Authorizable Page Action option. This way, we will be able to authorize this action. For the permission name, I enter Delete. Yes, now this menu, this action, can be authorized. I say Publish and close the screen. I'm refreshing. As you can see, the delete action is no longer visible because no one has the authority to take this action right now. I go to the permission page to grant authorization. I will now authorize the delete action under the customer I just created. As you can see, no one has the authority. None. For this, you can click Configure here and grant permission to the admin role. Permissions are granted based on role, user, and organization. You can grant permission to any user or to any organization if you wish. I have granted permission for the delete action to these robo-organizations. Now, as you can see, I'm closing the screen and refreshing again. As you can see, when I open the screen, I now have permission for the delete action. This was a normal page action. Now, I don't want the balance column here to be visible to everyone. I want to link the balance column here to authorization. In Zeroplat, everything can be linked to authorization. For this, I'm opening the design mode again, and after selecting the transaction page, I go to the permissions option on the right side. I added a new permission. I also carefully added a new action, specifically called Can We Balance, and subsequently set its type as a virtual permission. When you add a virtual permission, it doesn't appear here. See, while normal permissions are visible here, virtual ones are not. Let the permission name be precisely Can We Balance. I am now going back and carefully selecting the specific data grid. I am then navigating to its designated balance column, subsequently binding the visible property, and finally selecting the Can We Balance option that I had meticulously created earlier in the process. Now, as you can see, I've linked the balance column in the data grid to this permission. In the design mode, all the necessary permissions are always set to true, ensuring full functionality. Now I'm saving. Look, currently, no one has permission for this option, for this permission. I'm refreshing our page. As you can see, when I open the customer screen, the balance column here is not visible because no one has permission. Let's quickly grant permission to this column. Here I go. Look, I select the balance column in customers, and here I grant permission to the admin or any person or role I want. Now I'm refreshing again. Look, I open the customer screen, and as you can see, I now have permission for the balance column. When I remove the permissions, sorry. When I want to delete the permissions from here, let's close it again. After deleting all the permissions, when I open the screen, as you can see, the balance column is no longer visible. That's it for this video. See you in the next video. Have a good day.